What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Racy Podcast. This is your host, Cristopher Zamora. Welcome to the show. So today, guys, I want to speak to you about Final Destination Bloodlines. This movie was good. It was great. If you like these movies, then you definitely are going to like this one. I think my favorite one overall has got to be probably the second one. But this one, it's got to be in the top three, to be honest. It was actually that good. I quite enjoyed it. And it was it was a little bit different at the beginning. Like, usually in these movies, like the main protagonists, they always show like the premonition, like their vision of how they're actually going to die, right? But the person that had the vision wasn't the person that died. It was actually the granddaughter of the person. Yeah, the granddaughter, Stephanie, is the main character that we follow, and she was the one that she's been having nightmares like for quite some time. And so she was wondering why she kept having these dreams, and the person that she kept dreaming of was her grandma, Iris. Iris was the person that actually survived the actual incident that happened, and Stephanie actually wanted to go meet her because she hasn't really met her at all, and maybe she could have figured out why she kept having these dreams. And so she investigated, and she was able to find her grandmother, Iris. Iris has been hiding from death all along, and once she got out of the place that she was staying, death actually killed her. That was the main thing. Sorry, guys, if you haven't seen the movie, I recommend it to actually go see it or just watch it as fast as you can, because on this video I'm actually going to just talk about the movie overall, and probably you might want to see it. So yeah, I'm just fair warning, just wanted to let you know. So Stephanie, she witnessed her grandmother died right in front of her, and now it was her mission to actually save her family, her bloodline, from actually getting killed from death. And you know, the crazy part is about these movies, you can't cheat death. That's like the main purpose. That's like the main thing about these movies. Death always comes for the people that was supposed to die. And yeah, I gotta say, in this movie, all of them, all the bloodline dies. You know, the crazy part is, it's all because of a penny. Some freaking penny was like the thing that actually started it all. It's just so crazy, dude. I actually did enjoy this movie overall, and like the last scene that we actually got to see Tony Todd, this was actually his last film that we got to see him on. And like the last quote that he said, it kind of did make sense. Like, he wasn't just speaking to the characters, but I feel like he was speaking like to the audience. Like, you had to appreciate life and always go for it, and like do things, because you don't know when you're actually going to die. So that was like the main thing that Tony Todd's character was saying right at the ending, or what, like the last appearance that he had. And so it was kind of, inspirational and kind of sad, because he didn't know, man. He didn't know that was going to be his last film that he was going to be part of. Like, he actually was the voice actor for Venom on Spider-Man 2, the Candyman as well. And this franchise, the Final Destination franchise, he was a coroner. And he also came out on Indiana Jones, the Great Circle, the newest video game that came out like around December time. He was actually a voice actor as well for that video game. And this was actually his last appearance. I doubted he's going to be in anything else, because sadly he has passed away from stomach cancer. Yeah, I had no idea that he died from that. which is insane. But yeah, but the movie overall, the cinematography, even though the characters, they weren't that bad. The deaths, oh man, they were so gruesome. They were so gruesome. Like the one death that actually, though, that was probably the worst. Like that the character had it the worst. It was probably the MRI scene when like he's like his earrings that he had on his ears, and also like there was like a wheelchair behind him. It was like squeezing him to try to get inside the MRI machine. I was like, what the hell, man? What the hell? It's just so crazy. But I did enjoy this movie. It was insane, dude. What an insane movie. And these movies are always fun to go see. To go see it with some friends and family. I went to go see it with my family. I saw it with my brother. I saw it with my cousin as well and sister. It was fun. It was a fun movie. We went to go see it around 10 at nighttime on Friday nights when it came out. So yeah, it was pretty enjoyable, man. I do put this one as in the top 3. The Final Destination 2 is still my favorite one from the franchise, but yeah, this franchise, man, is still like one of the scariest ones out there, to be honest, because you can't see the freaking villain at all. Usually, you always see the villain come after you like Jason or Freddy Krueger, like they're always chasing you and stuff, but this one, you don't know where death is going to be. It could be anywhere at once, and an everyday object can actually kill you, which is scary. That's what makes it scary, and I think that's why this franchise works so well. It's genius. like whoever created this franchise, yeah, I gotta give it to them. It was they thought about the concept and it was good. They actually did a great job making this franchise come true, and probably there are going to be a few more Final Destination films. I highly doubted that they're going to stop here. They probably are going to make it probably 2 or 3 more films. You never know. Probably they might try to make it to 10 movies. That'd be crazy if they actually do, like how they did with Saw X. Yeah, that'd be insane. And it's cool because the last film before Final Destination Bloodlines came out, the last one came out in 2011, and this one came out 14 years later in 2025. A new breed of kids now got to witness this movie. Like a new group of high school students, they actually got to witness this movie with their friends and all. Or maybe like little kids as well. Like, you shouldn't be watching these movies, but sometimes you just watch it on TV by accident. So they actually got introduced to this franchise now, and I saw like some comments of people actually saying that this was something new to me. This is something that I have never actually seen before, and I guarantee you that person was probably like a 14-year-old or 13-year-old that has never really seen any of these Final Destination movies. They probably have seen like the movie Smile or the Stranger Things TV show, but they have never seen anything like this. So it's cool that a new generation has been introduced now to Final Destination. And yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's a pretty cool franchise, to be honest, and it definitely is, in my opinion, the scariest franchise overall, because you can't see the damn villain and any object can actually kill you just like that. It's crazy, man. And so far, this movie has actually gotten great reviews overall. Like, as of right now, it has a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes from the critics and an 89% from the audience, which is pretty good. Yesterday, it was around like 90% or 91% for the audience, but that is still great. People are loving this franchise. I mean, just this movie, You know, the crazy part is about this franchise. The very first movie did not really get the love it deserved. Like the critics didn't really like it, but the audience, they kind of did. Like it got like around 63% on Rotten Tomatoes from the audience, and the critics actually gave it like 43%. This is the highest rated Final Destination film overall from the critics and the audience, so that's pretty good. And yeah, this was the first time that we actually got to see the storyline from the coroner, because he was the only like recurring character that actually came out on every single Final Destination film, other than the Final Destination 3. We just only got to hear his voice. But other than that, yeah, he was the only recurring character that came out on this franchise. And we finally got the backstory of him and how he actually survived the tower, because he was actually on there with Iris. Iris actually saved him. And so, yeah, since Iris was actually gone now, maybe he actually might have just given up. And he did mention that he also got cancer in the movie too. The character, the coroner, actually mentioned it. So we don't know if he actually did died on the actual movie, but yeah, that was the last time they actually did see the character and also the actor Tony Todd. And I think that was a great way to actually finish the character's storyline. It was a good one, man. It was actually a good storyline that they actually gave him. We always had that question, like who was this guy? What was he doing here? How did he know so much about death? And yeah, our questions were answered. And he also mentioned how they were able to cheat death. There was one way where one of them had to die, and then they can resurrect them again, so the whole family could have been safe. The other way is that they had to kill somebody else, and then they would take their lifespan, like the person that they killed. Yeah, those were the only two ways that the coroner actually mentioned to the family how they can actually escape death. But yeah, the crazy part is death came to all of them and they did not make it at all. Yeah, and that's the crazy part. Yeah, it was a good movie, man. I did enjoy it, and these movies are fun. You can't can't get enough of them. I know for sure that they're actually going to make more of these movies. They're probably going to make at least 2 to 3 more of these, and I will be there. Hopefully, I will be there to actually see them in the movie theaters. This was actually my first one, I believe. I do believe that this was my very first movie, the first Final Destination movie that I have seen in the movie theaters. And the other ones, I was very young, so I did not want to go see it in theaters. But since now I am an adult, I was able to go see it, and yeah, what an experience. I saw it in Dolby Digital, and the surround system was actually good. It was fun, man. It was a fun experience, and I cannot wait for the other one. And overall, I gotta give this movie a 9 out of 10. Yeah, it was good, man. It was a good one. And yeah, guys, that is it for this podcast. Hey, thank you so much for listening. If you guys did made it this far, make sure to follow this podcast on whichever platform you are listening to it. If you are listening to it on Spotify, YouTube, Pandora, make sure to follow it, and also recommend this podcast to a friend or a neighbor that actually likes listening to stuff about horror stuff. Maybe they will enjoy this podcast as much as you do. And yeah, guys, that is it. Take care and live to the fullest. Bye.